My name is Michelle Watson, and you're watching Woo TV.
Back in 2014, and I want to talk about your community involvement in social causes. Back in 2014, you were the MC along with Manny J from OWN's Mom's Got Game at my anti-bullying event called Heal Your Core. And I want to be on the record by saying thank you for giving your time and talent. It was very much appreciated. With your documentary on police shootings, are there other social causes or injustices you care about, and what are they?
I'm just big on, I research a lot, and I'm very passionate about inner city youth, right? But not only am I passionate about inner city youth, I'm passionate about the social issues that youth around the world are experiencing. So I do travel to different countries and explore that and document that and try to shine some light on that as well. Foster care. I grew up in the foster care system for some time, so I'm passionate about foster children and providing them with opportunities. Homeless children is a big issue here in Atlanta and so in New York City, just around the United States. So I have a bunch of issues that I am passionate about, and I do work to in those areas.
Yes. Just kind of to piggyback on that, do you ever see getting involved into like local government, the political scene to kind of advance some of these things that you would be?
I've never considered that. Never considered that, no. But I've tried to build a relationship with Kasim Reed, and I do connect with a lot of political parties and personnel, but I don't see myself on the other side.
But what could you say that your activism, whether it's foster care system, whether it's dealing with inner city youth, there's a merging really of that in politics.
It's emergent. You do have to. You do need those individuals to get what you need sometimes, and you have to make those connections. So yes, it's definitely emerged. Definitely some partnerships going on. But for me, it's just so far I would go with the political stuff.
But if someone, say Mayor Kasim Reed wanted to, bring you in and whether it's, dealing with gun violence or...
I have sat down with mayors and political individuals in terms of making a change with gun violence in particular.
Okay. As you know, I advocate for anti-bullying in schools, and I want to briefly talk about this issue in Atlanta since we both reside here and get your thoughts. According to a AGAC.com report in 2016, Atlanta public schools had one of the highest rates of bullying among students in the 2014-15 school year in Metro Atlanta, according to the Georgia Department of Education. There were 440 reported incidents that resulted in disciplinary action in APS, the second highest in Metro Atlanta districts. DeKalb schools had the most with 849, and the state's definition of bullying, by the way, is a pattern of behavior which may include written, verbal, or physical acts that is so severe, persistent, or pervasive so as to have the effect of substantially interfering with the student's education, threatening the educational environment, or causing substantial physical harm or visible bodily harm. As a mother, have you spoken to your children about bullying? And have you experienced bullying in school? And thirdly, have you personally experienced bullying in school?
Growing up, I definitely experienced bullying in school. I was too skinny. I was too light. But I was able to overcome that with the support of my family. I have a 10-year-old. She experienced bullying in Sandy Springs and Atlanta Public Schools. And the administrative staff, they never really dealt with the issue. I dealt with the issue. I put Dasani in karate, and eventually we put her in boxing, and now
So that built up her self-esteem.
it built up her self-esteem, definitely. But I had to take more action than they did.
Okay.
I think they don't know how to deal with it, and they can deal with it in the school, but a lot of the children live in the same communities, and it carries on to the community, and there's no one to oversee it there.
Right, I agree. You almost have an issue where there's no, it all comes back to better parenting, right?
Absolutely.
It comes back to teaching your child tolerance, respect for others.
Absolutely.
And so you don't really see a whole lot of that, and it just seems like there's a lot of pressure on schools to fill that gap, you know, and but it really starts at home, I believe.
I know I spoke with a parent of Dasani's last bully. It was actually about a year ago, and she told me that she was going to call the police or sue me, and that I needed to stop calling her trying to address the issue. But it wasn't being addressed in school. The bullying continued, and eventually I had to put Dasani in a boxing class so it could end.
Wow. What do you believe is the answer in driving down these numbers? I know we kind of talked about, there being better parenting, but is there something our local governments can do, our communities can do to kind of help drive down these numbers?
I think it starts at home. And we just keep saying it starts at home, but really, we have a lot of work to do. A lot of times we think we know our children, and the children is behaving a certain way, and we don't accept it. We don't address it because we just feel like we know our babies. Whether you know your baby or not, if there's an issue, you need to address it, and you need to follow up. Yeah, need to definitely follow up. Political people, I think.
I mean, because the reason why I ask is because, you'll always, whenever there's an increase in bullying, you always see, they start putting on these assemblies, they'll
Absolutely.
they'll put posters on the wall.
But you only see it as it happens.
As it happens,
but after
right.
that, it's no follow-up.
There's no follow-up.
There's
Yeah.
no follow-up.
And so you're not, you have to be able to incentivize these kids some kind of way that if they do the right thing, then
They'll be rewarded.
they will be rewarded.
And there's no resources to address it in school. There's no resources to address it in the communities. There's no counselors that the kids can talk to.
Yeah. Well, that's an ongoing conversation there in itself. And finally, I want to ask you this question. It's a question I've actually posed to celebrities and influencers on social media. I've gotten wonderful responses from people like Neo, Ludacris, and so I want to be able to get your response to this question. If you could say one encouraging thing to a bullied victim, what would it be?
One encouraging thing to a bully victim: it's okay and you can overcome it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching this video. We hope you have found this to be engaging and thought-provoking. Please hit like and subscribe for updates. You'll find more videos like this on the thumbnail links on your screen. We'd love to hear from you. If you could say one encouraging thing to a bullied victim, what would it be? Please send us a short video message.